That's it. I am in a beautiful sunflower field on the Rougham estate in Suffolk. Now, there's no doors to be knocking here, but there's a beautiful field. Now, this is a place where the public can come and pick sunflowers, and I've come here today to speak to a local farmer, Simon Edel. Hello, Simon. Good morning. How are you?
Morning, Ed. Yeah, very well, thank you.
Now, Simon, I have to ask, there's a beautiful sunflower field. Normally we see sunflowers that are about 6 foot high. These are about waist high at the moment. Can you tell me why that is? Is there challenging weather this year?
Yeah, it's all down to the weather, Ed. Basically, we normally have about 650 millimetres worth of rainfall each year. And as a farm, we don't have any access to irrigation. All of our neighbours around us have access to irrigators and can actually artificially put rainfall onto their crops, but we can't. So yeah, normally we'd have our sunflowers about 6 foot tall, but this year we're running about 150 millimetres down from where we would normally be at this time of the year. So we're running on about half of what we would normally have, and as a consequence, they just grow a lot shorter.
Well, it's a bit of a shame in some respects, but in other ways, it's good because you can pop them in a vase on the kitchen table without having too much hassle. Now, I understand as well, as a farmer, you know, you're not just growing sunflowers, you're growing all sorts of crops, and you have to diversify and go with the times. How are you diversifying in the challenging times at the moment?
Yeah, so the Rougham estate is about 1,200 hectares, and the core part of our business is arable farming. Now, as arable farmers, we would sort of see our business sort of finances go up and down in huge peaks and troughs. And so what we've done over the years is we've diversified into lots of different income streams or non-farming enterprises. So things like houses, we sell Christmas trees, we have quite a large Christmas pop-up event sort of between October and December. We've gone into container storage, and then we've started doing pick your own sunflower and pumpkins about 2 years ago, and just trying to engage with the public and earn money through that way to sort of create a much more sort of stable financial income stream.
Well, it's very Instagrammable, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but you know, there's swings set up with sunflowers, there's big chairs, so people can come here, they can take some cool pictures, they can get some sunflowers. I have to ask, it seems appropriate being in a field of sunflowers. A lot of people are saying that due to the conflict in Ukraine and global instability, supply chain issues, that for farmers, they're facing fertiliser prices and other things like that. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah, so I mean, as farmers, we've always had huge changes in our finances, whether that's commodity prices that we're selling our produce for, input prices, or sort of changes in government policies. We've always had to adapt over the years. But what we've seen from the conflict in Ukraine is a huge amount of change in a very, very short period of time. So things like our wheat price has significantly risen, that we're actually able to sell our wheat for, but we've also seen huge rises in red diesel, which we use to power all of our tractors. Our fertiliser costs have nearly tripled for what they were this time last year, and other inputs also have gone up at the same time. What it means is that things sort of balance out. So from a gross margin point of view, you know, we're probably still running at the same gross margin as what we were 12 months ago or 18 months ago, but the financial risk of growing those crops has significantly increased because of the cost of the inputs and going into growing that crop of wheat or crop of barley or whatever it would be.
Well, it's such an unstable world at the moment, and with difficult times ahead. But I understand, I'm very conscious of the time. You're getting ready to open the public. I don't want to take up too much of your time. So Rougham Estate, public can come down, pick sunflowers, take some cool pictures. Anything else?
Well, yeah, that's it. We're open for one more final week, so we're going to close on Sunday because normally we get about 4 weeks out of the sunflower bloom here, but because of the hot, dry weather, things are a lot shorter. But yeah, we're open every day this week, 10 till 5, and we encourage the public to come down and pick as many sunflowers as they possibly would like, and then they can take that bit of sunshine home with them at the end of the day too.